Now, let me tell you a little story about why I have this bright foundation here. It's impossible to swatch things at the drugstore, so I go by keywords. Usually if there's a word tan or caramel in it, I'm good to go. In L'Oreal, I'm a N7, classic tan all the way, but they like to play games. They like to jump from 5.5 to 8. So I thought, even though I'm a neutral in L'Oreal Color Match, I have more warm undertones. As you can see, there's a lot of yellow going on in this situation here. So I thought that if I got the warm shade that was a little bit lighter than the creme cafe, because usually once they start throwing in words like cafe, any sort of nut, it tends to be a little bit too dark for me and I look a little orange. So I thought suntan, tan, caramel, usually good to go. But no, that's how I ended up with this bright Lumi foundation. So instead of having a battle of the cushion foundations, I think that we're just gonna have a marriage of the cushion foundations. And I'm going to use the Lumi cushion to highlight the center of my face, the Dream cushion to put on the majority of my face. All right, so a little bit about the products themselves.
L'Oreal says of the True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation, foundation revolutionized, built luminous coverage in a tap, introducing new True Match Lumi Cushion, a liquid foundation infused in an innovative sponge that delivers a perfect amount of makeup. Our luminous, refreshing formula creates sheer to medium coverage. Tap a little for a fresh, natural glow. Tap on more to build a new level of luminous coverage. Convenient, compact, and puff applicator are perfect for on-the-go application. Available in 12 shades and suitable for all skin types. Does not clog pores. Now on to Maybelline. Reimagine complete luminous coverage with Maybelline's new Dream Cushion Liquid Foundation. Available in 8 shades, this innovative liquid foundation in a cushion compact puts fresh face perfection in the palm of your hand. The on-the-go pack and applicator make it easy to get a luminous finish. To apply, simply slip finger under ribbon on puff applicator. Press applicator onto sponge to fully saturate product and then pat onto face. Use small taps to blend out foundation.
So I'm sitting over here complaining about L'Oreal because I couldn't find my perfect shade, but Maybelline only has 8. I don't have perfect skin or anything like that. I deal with hyperpigmentation and acne scarring as well as textured skin, but I'm not so pressed for perfect skin that I want to use a full coverage matte foundation all the time. I feel like I've yammered on long enough. It's time to test these babies out. I'm going to test these foundations out the way that I would normally wear them, so I'm not going to use them on their own. I am going to use a primer. The primer that I'm going to use is the NYX Pore Filler, and the only place that I'm going to be using this is going to be in my pores, where they are the most visible. The one other step that I'm going to take in skin prep is color correction. Since I am going to be using a sheer foundation in a place where I would usually use a more opaque concealer, I'm going to color correct with my MAC Peach Luster underneath my eyes and then around my mouth. Now that I feel like underneath my eyes has been pretty much neutralized, I'm going to go in and I'm going to highlight on the places where I would normally use concealer with the L'Oreal foundation. And so I'm just going to press into it. I'm just going to highlight my face. This applicator is very awkward underneath the eyes. I'm gonna fold it and press it underneath my eyeballs. Now that I'm done with the L'Oreal highlighting portion of my face, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Dream Cushion and put that around the rest of my face. The Maybelline seems to have a bit of a scent to it, a bit of a perfume that I'm not too keen on. I'm finding that I'm having to use quite a bit to hide the oranginess around my mouth from the peach luster, but the coverage is building really well. Between the two right now, I don't have a preference. I just put them on. They apply the same. I'm really liking the finish of both of them. It's definitely giving me a dewy sort of glow. My skin still looks like skin to me. It looks really healthy, really luminous and shiny, but not oily. But we'll see how long that lasts. I'm not gonna set my face with any powder because that part I do wanna test. I do wanna test the breakdown of it. As far as the shade matches, I feel like I did a pretty good job. I really like how the L'Oreal highlighted me in the center. The Maybelline is just a tad touch too red, but you'd have to be so close to my face to even notice that it's like not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my face and then I'll be back. So this here is my face for the day. I put on eyebrows with some brow mascara. I put on eyelashes with some eyelash mascara. I put on some cheeks with the Glossier Cloud Paint Blush. I just did a video on this. I will have the link to that in the video box below. I stained my lips with some E.L.F stuffs. And then I highlighted and bronzed. I only bronzed my nose. I used the matte bronzer from NYX in Deep Tan. And then to highlight down my nose, Cupid's bow, cheeky stuff, you know the drill. I used the Josie Maran Argan Illuminating, Josie Maran Argan, Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminating Wand. That's still wrong. Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizing Wand. Since I didn't set with a powder and I'm already pretty dewy, I'm not gonna put on a setting spray. I don't really think that setting sprays do anything to help my makeup last. I think they just kind of change the finish of my makeup. Check-in time, it is currently 3:40 in the afternoon. I'm gonna go run some errands and then I'll be back at the end of the day. The time is now 9:05. I am full of carbs and ready to sleep. It's been 5 hours? Almost 5.5 hours since I last checked in. And this is what my face looks like. I feel like, let me get a little closer. So as far as things that have broken down, I feel like underneath my eyes is pretty much completely gone. Although this portion of my face and this and my chin, not so much my chin, but definitely here and here where I highlighted with the L'Oreal is still there. So I feel like if I would have had a shade that actually matched my skin, it would have lasted all day. Same goes for the Maybelline though, because I feel like even though you can see my acne scars, they weren't completely covered before because this is a sheer to buildable medium coverage foundation. I feel like I still look dewy. I don't look overly greasy. Nothing really caked up or clumped in any sort of weird way in my pores. I feel like it faded pretty nicely without any sort of extreme breakdown. All in all, I would say that I'm probably going to be using these two combinations of highlighting with the L'Oreal and then putting the Maybelline all over my face. I think that's going to be my go-to foundation combination for a while. I really like how I look. I don't feel gross. I don't feel like I have a lot of makeup on my face. I highly recommend these two foundations. Till next time, bye guys. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I'm doing a giveaway. Information will be in the description box below.